Welcome to another Adobe Script tutorial, this time InDesign. We'll pick up from where we left off in Tutorial 4. In that tutorial, we made a script that exports print PDFs. A viewer requested I show how to export interactive PDFs. We'll do that, and a few other things. To start, I've copied the code from Tutorial 4 and made the title Tutorial 21. Also, I've updated some of the code with changes we've made since Tutorial 4. I won't go over all of those changes, which were covered in earlier tutorials. At this point, here's what the interface looks like. There's only one folder button to choose where the InDesign documents are located. Currently, the script saves PDFs in the same folder. Let's make it like the Photoshop script and have separate input and output folders. We'll need two new variables: var btn folder output and var txt folder output. Go to where the interface is created. For the panel with folder button, let's add a label to it after undefined size. Input. Then copy the code for this panel. From P equals W add panel until the next panel is defined. Paste before the group for the OK and Cancel buttons. In the copied panel, change the label to Output, and change the button and text variables from Input to Output. Then in the section for event handlers, duplicate the handler for the Input folder button. And again, change the variable names to Output. Next, add validation for the new folder in the OK button handler. Duplicate the if statement and block for Input folder. And again, change Input to Output. All that's left is to use the new folder. Go to the Process File function. Because we're saving to a different folder, some changes are needed. On the line that defines File PDF, insert the text value for the output folder, txt folder output dot text, then a path separator. Next, change to the file name only, not with path, which is the property name instead of full name. Save the script and give it a try. Now we have two panels, one for input folder, another for output. But one other thing. The PDF preset should go in output. Let's move it there. I'll leave the options panel for now, even though it's empty. We'll add to it later. Save and run the script again. I don't care for how the UI is so tight. Let's add margin to each panel. P margins equals. This is an array of 4 values: left, top, right, and bottom. I'll use 18 pixels all around. Copy that to the other two panels. Save and run the script again. That looks better. Now select Folders and a PDF preset. Click OK, and the script gets to work. Instead of the same folder as the documents, the PDFs are in the folder Output. Now let's export interactive PDFs. But we still want to make print PDFs too, so make an option for each. We'll use radio buttons. That's for choosing one or the other, never both. First, add two new variables: var rb pdf interactive, var rb pdf print. Then in the interface, before PDF preset, I'll make a group for the new buttons. G equals P add group. G alignment equals left. And add the two radio buttons. RB PDF interactive equals G add radio button undefined PDF interactive. RB PDF print equals G add radio button undefined PDF print. We'll have the script default to print, so set its value to true. RB PDF print value equals true. Next, we have to act based on which button is selected. Go to the Process File function. The variable file PDF is the same either way. After that line, add an if statement. If RB PDF interactive value, leave the block empty for now. We'll get to that. Next, add else if RB PDF print value. Move the existing lines that export for print into that block. Leave progress increment outside both. For interactive PDF, I'm going to paste in the code. It's too much to make you watch me type it all. First are the interactive PDF export properties. Then call the method export file the same as when exporting a print PDF. Only the export format is interactive PDF instead. I'll come back to explain some of these properties. For now, let's see what the script does. I'll choose interactive. In that case, PDF preset doesn't apply. Here's our first problem. Click OK, and the script still nags us to choose a preset. When interactive, PDF preset shouldn't be an option, so disable it. The group for preset needs a name more than just G, because we have to remember it so it can be toggled on and off. I'll change the name to GRP preset and declare the new variable with the other UI controls. var GRP preset. Next, we need event handlers for the two radio buttons. RB PDF interactive on click equals function. Whether the PDF preset is enabled depends on which button is clicked. Check if this one is. If this value. Disable the preset group. GRP preset enabled equals false. Duplicate the handler and change it to RB PDF print and change enabled to true. Save and try the script again. Now when we click interactive, preset is disabled. Click PDF print and it's back. But one last thing to fix. The script still wants a preset. Go to the OK button handler. This if block is the problem. It also needs to know whether the preset group is enabled. GRP preset enabled and so it triggers when the group is enabled and a preset isn't selected. There it goes. Now I'll go over some of the properties. There's a lot to absorb, but most isn't difficult to figure out. I'll focus on a few you'll likely want to adjust. For output and spreads, change to true. JPEG quality is currently medium. Other choices are minimum, low, high, and maximum. Raster resolution is set to 144. That's pixels per inch. Change to any value you prefer. For an online reference of all these preferences, see the link in the description. Next, we should put these choices in the interface, but I'll save that for the next tutorial. I've made a download of the code for the script. It contains folders begin and end. Begin is before the changes, end is the finished code. Start with begin and follow along. Then confirm your work is correct by comparing to end. Download the code at the link in the description. Like this video if you found it helpful, and subscribe so you're notified of future videos. Also, leave a comment. Let me know the topics you want in future videos. All feedback is welcome. There are many other tutorials. Click the video or playlist on screen to keep going. Thank you for watching.